as the yellow, so that is available, so you can check that out on hsn.com and you can start pre-ordering the jeans. I know those are huge customer pick. They've already been selling like crazy before my host faves, because you guys know how to go to hsn.com. All right, let me just do something right away. I have 1,500 of these. That's all, that's it, that's all they wrote. It's from Bell & Howell, Academy Award winning lighting effects. Bell & Howell has brought us the Bionic Spotlight Pro Solar Motion Swivel LED light. It is 4.8 out of 5 stars. Everybody loves it. And they save this for my show, only airing, hardly any quantity. And then they got the best of the best, the master, Mr. Lou Caputo, here to tell us all the details. Lou.
Why, thank you.
Thank you for being on my host faves. You're my fave.
It's my pleasure. I'm so happy to be here today.
When you do read the reviews.
I did.
4.8 out of 5 stars for lighting.
Isn't that crazy?
That's kind of cool how much people love this.
Yeah, they do. Well, you know why? Because when you look at this light, first of all, it's an amazing light. Like, it has 50 LEDs and that small area on the front right there. So this thing is crazy bright. We're going to show you that in a second. It's a motion light, okay? So it's going to register any motion. When it gets dark out, the motion sensor comes on. You'd be 25 to 30 feet away-ish, and it will turn on and stay on until the motion ceases. So in that respect, it's great. Massive solar panel on top of this thing. I mean, this thing is just used. There's something interesting about the solar panel, too. Have you felt this?
It has like a little texture on it.
It's textured, and the reason they do that is it helps with the runoff of the water so it won't pool on it. And that, well, you ever see that? Because like a lot of times solar panels have this weird thing they do where they'll pool and then it etches the plastic. That's not going to happen with this one. And then this one has that little eye that moves back and forth, that little red light. So it actually looks like a security camera when it's out there.
I can't believe it's $4
cool.
on FlexPay.
Is it nuts? I mean, it's crazy.
This is, and you know, this I think is the best reviewed solar outdoor light we've ever had on the network. I think the reviews are so incredible.
Yeah.
And you can stake it, and it comes with a stake too.
It does come with, so you have 2 mounting options. We give you the hardware to mount it to a wall or a fence or any place like that. And then the other, sorry guys, the lights just came on in the studio and they're crazy bright. And then the other option with these is you can use that stake and you could put them in the ground. I mean, look at, so the light that's hitting me right here is actually from the light that's on the ground in front of us there. And you can see it's doing an amazing job of lighting up this table. These are crazy bright. You can aim them anywhere you want to. They go up and down. You can lock them into position. But this puts out a tremendous amount of light. Now, if we're not moving for the next 30 seconds or so, you're going to see the lights are going to turn off, and there's a little red light that goes back and forth on there. It actually reminds me of 2 different things. One of them is the car from Knight Rider.
Yes,
Kit.
I was going to say,
okay.
Yeah.
And then who knows what the other one is? Does anybody know what the other thing is?
RoboCop?
Cylon! He got it!
Cylon!
Battlestar Galactica. Yes, it looks like a Cylon.
Come on, RoboCop, that was a good guess.
That was a good guess. That was a good guess. But Cylon, we will take that.
Okay.
Now, see, and there you can see... You can see the light going back and forth right there. And that's the kind of thing. So why do we get motion lights like this? Well, the reason we get motion lights like this is for safety, it's for security.
Right.
And also, watch this, when my hand goes in front of this, ba-bam, that's gonna come right on. And it's also so that, you know, we have lights in places where normally we can't have them.
Look at that red light going back and forth. That is so cool.
But if you're like a bad person that's walking by somebody's house and you see that,
it looks like you're being tracked, like it's scanning you for your DNA.
That's the whole point. That's the, yeah, it's scanning you for your DNA. We know everything about you now.
Yes, exactly. It's like if I saw that and I was a bad guy, I'd run in the other direction. And what I love about this is once you mount it, you never have to take the batteries down and charge them up and put them back. You don't have to hire an electrician.
No timers to set.
There's nothing. It's just, you're right, no timer to set
either.
either.
There's no timers, there's no wiring, there's no hiring. You don't have to dig any trenches to run like low voltage cables.
No wiring, no
wiring and no hiring, yeah. None of that going on here. And look at this, how easy. Thank you very much. Well, you know, 37 years of practice.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah. Take a look at this right here, how you can mount it to a fence. You can mount it to a tree. You can mount it to your mailbox. I mean, a wall, anywhere you want to put it. Or if you're like, you know what, I don't want to mount it. I'd like to stake it in the ground. We give you the stakes to do that so that you can put it in with your brush, your foliage, you know, around the edges of your property, wherever you want to do. Great for the garage. So when you come home at night, it's going to welcome you. If somebody's walking up your driveway, like this this guy right here. Boom, light comes on. And
well,
you
because
see
if
them.
you leave your car in the driveway in our
There's that
neighborhood,
state.
like they go around and check everybody's car to see if they lock it.
They do.
That's where like that home burglaries and things like that happen. It's under $20.
Yeah.
No annual fee, no nothing. Under
No.
$20. No charging, no plugging in,
And
no
look at
nothing.
that.
Solar powered. No wonder it's such a huge customer pick, Lou.
No, it is, and it's really bright, guys, because sometimes like you'll see a light here on the air and you'll go like, oh, that doesn't look like it's all that bright. This light is crazy.
This
In
is,
fact,
I need my sunglasses. I feel like I'm gonna step
hold
out.
on.
It's so bright.
No. I'm gonna come around the front here and I'm gonna aim this even more toward you.
Okay.
Just like that, just because it was only sort of like hitting the side of the table here. Because sometimes if the lights see each other, they'll turn off. But this one, look at that. I mean, that is a nice bright light.
We're pitch black in the studio except
Not a
for the
light on in
light.
here. Yep.
And you could see us
at
on
this guy.
television in high definition just from that light. And it takes these
Look at the wall. Okay.
hundreds of thousands of dollars in lights
Guys,
to light it up.
Look at this
that.
right here. So
oh
what
my
I
gosh.
did is I'm taking the light that was in front of me here and I'm just pointing it toward the table. Hi. I'm pointing it toward the wall back there. And I just want you to see how it's lighting up this entire wall. Look at that. From floor to ceiling. Look how that's lighting everything up back there. So imagine what that's going to do for your driveway, for your backyard, your side yards. You know, do you have the problem with the trash pandas coming in and, you know, knocking your garbage cans over? You know what I mean? Raccoons, that's what those are, trash pandas. Yeah, do you have a problem with the trash pandas coming in?
Oh
Don't
my
worry
gosh.
about that because this light is going to keep them away. And then, like, if you have staircases on your property or anything like that, where people, you're worried like, oh, I got company coming over, they're going to trip. They don't know the stairs are there.
Right.
And the minute they approach the staircase, these lights are going to come on and it's going to let them know, hey, there's something there.
Also putting the key in the door when you come home late at night. And if you've got all of a sudden the entire area is brightly illuminated, or maybe you're ordering food to be delivered or packages are delivered and the delivery person walks up and it's completely illuminated. You know, a lot of times people deliver packages, they take a picture of it to send to you. They're gonna be so grateful
Look at that.
that area is illuminated.
Absolutely. Now, you know, the front of this light right here, that's actually both the light sensor and the motion sensor that we're looking at right there. And that's actually going to turn on. It activates everything when the sun goes down, okay? It'll stay on all night long. And when I say stay on, that little red light is going to be tracking all night long.
I can't believe that light that
Isn't
goes
that
back
so
and
cool?
forth.
I love that. It's about time somebody did that because it really...
we've never seen it before.
Isn't it neat?
You know, in all the reviews, 4.8 out of 5-star customer pick. There's so many things they like. I think they love that they never have to recharge batteries because it's a solar panel. They never have to, you know, plug anything in or, you know, obviously outdoor, you know, rain, snow, sleet, and it's from Bella and Howell, who literally won an Academy Award for lighting.
For lighting. Well, and listen, guys, I know there are other options out there. There's lights like these, which are actually very good lights, but you've got to put batteries in them, okay? That's the kind of thing I don't want to have to worry about. I don't want to have to think about it. You've got lights like this one.
I got to interrupt you. I apologize. With everyone on the phone now, I'm hearing there's only about 600 left.
Guys.
Because this is the one and only airing, and we didn't have a lot of these. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine. We don't have a lot of these, though. And here's another motion light, but guess what? Here's the problem. Got to be plugged in, okay? So with ours, it's the best of all of these. You put it up there, and even better because it does have that red light that makes it look like a camera, but it's bright. It's not like the solar lights of old where you like put them in there and you'd be like, wow, that's not really what I expect. You know,
Right.
wah, wah. A little disappointing.
I think
This
it
one,
looks really nice also.
It does.
It doesn't look industrial or
very modern
cheap. And if
design.
you spend, you know, that's the biggest investment is our house. And
Yep.
when we decorate on the outside
Look how
of
bright that
it,
is.
we want it to look, you know, really professional and cool. I think a lot of people are getting more than one, Lou.
I think that, well, I mean, if you think about it, you're going to want one for the front yard, one for the backyard. If you've got a 2-car garage, you could put one in between both or put one over either one. You want to put one on your side door if you've got like a side garage door, you know, just put them all over the property. I have a tree. I always talk about this tree, but it's a big old oak tree that's at the end of my property, and there's no power going to it. But it happens to be the place where my dogs love to go when they're outside.
Right.
I can't see them at night. Okay?
Yeah.
So I mounted one of these right to a tree.
Right
no
to a
power,
tree. Because you
very
don't
easy.
need to plug it into the tree.
No.
You just need sun. And by the way, it doesn't have to be in direct sunlight, right?
How do you plug it into a tree?
Well, I said you can't plug it into a tree.
No, you can't.
Maybe someday they'll invent that, but they haven't. So
The
you
electric
can't
trees.
you can't plug it into a tree. Right, the electric trees. Somebody write that down. We're going to start a band. We got to do something with our spare
electric
time.
trees, we do. We're gonna, yeah, we
We're
do.
gonna have some free time coming up. We've got to be able to have security without that monthly fee, that weekly fee, that annual fee. And by the way, we've 470 have been sold. There's like 500-600 people on the phone. This is the one and only airing because I think we only have about 1,000 to go around to everybody.
That's it.
So it will sell out. But Lou, I will tell everybody at home when it sells out. But Lou, what do you back? You don't have anything else in my hour, but
No.